Welcome to the Epik Cards and Games Wednesday local tournament. This was on the 2nd of July. And here we have Israel on top, Daniel on the bottom. And it looks like it is Israel Figueroa because he is playing Maliss. I think that has been his signature deck since it has released. And he is facing a mirror match. Okay. Israel did recently get top 16 at the YCS Houston, which is a big achievement because not a lot of people can say that they have done the same. So let's see if he can keep up that momentum and get another top here soon. And so from Daniel's side, we are going to see a TB11 be activated, banishing the Dormouse to special summon White Rabbit to summon Dormouse. White Rabbit is going to activate its effect, paying 300, and Impulse will be chained to that. So now Daniel debating on using the MTP, and he ends up doing so. Now he did summon the normal summon the White Rabbit, so he's out of normal summons. And I didn't see any other extenders in his hand, so let's see how he ends up playing this out. So Dormouse will be banished for cost in order to resolve MTP here. Kind of strange that we're seeing TB11. Some people say that you don't need the extender, but in this situation, it's probably going to work out. So he's thinking of adding Chessy Cat to hand. Let's see if he ends up doing so. And he ends up adding March here. And now Dormouse is going to pay 300 in order to summon itself from the banished zone. Israel does not have any other hand traps. He has another Impulse, but that can't be used this turn. So now, Dormouse is going to banish Chessy Cat from the deck in order to special summon it out. And now, Chessy can draw 2 here if he pleases, and he will. Banishing the Dormouse, and looks like Israel is going to cut his deck before he draws 2. Okay, now how will Daniel play the deck? I want to say that Israel is pretty proficient at playing Maliss because he's been playing it since release, I believe. So let's see how, in comparison, he chooses to with his opponent. Now, a summon a Splash Mage is going to be made, and the Splash Mage is going to summon back the Dormouse, link 3 into what? Red Ransom? Okay. Red Ransom is going to go ahead, and since he already has the field spell... No, actually he doesn't, so he might add Underground. Not that you need it. Now he is going to activate the Underground. I'm pretty sure he used all 3 of the monsters, so is he going to banish perhaps the Quick Play? And his deck is all out of order. If you do play a sanctioned tournament, your cards have to be facing the same way. Now, Maliss in the mirror is going to banish the TB11, allowing him to grab the GWC. He's playing multiple Maliss in the mirror because he has one in hand. Okay. So now he's going to set and then activate the GWC, paying cost by banishing the Red Ransom, summoning back the Dormouse, and then Red Ransom is going to pay 900 to summon itself back out from the graveyard. Red Ransom is now going to banish. What do you banish here? Oh, so he's going to banish the level 1, I forgot what his name, Dotscaper? Ugh, bless me. So this is going to be an extender. So he's playing a lot of extenders that normal Maliss decks nowadays do not play. Okay. So the Dotscaper has 2 effects. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon it back. And if it's banished, you can special summon it back. I believe so. The thing is, though, is that we haven't seen this card in Maliss since the early iterations of Maliss. And this is like when it came out earlier this year. Actually, it was like December, right? But now he's going to go ahead and link 3 for the White Binder. But I think he could have made Wicked instead and then made Lingeribo in order to search for a backup. Okay, and interestingly, he chooses not to banish the impulse from Israel's graveyard. That is kind of a misplay, because one, he lost resources in his graveyard, and two, if Israel has another impulse, which we know he does, then is going to destroy the card that ends up special summoning. So it looks like Daniel is going to reset. I forget exactly what card, but we'll see it later. We just know that it's in the middle column. And I think this is it here, because he doesn't have any other extenders. Well, I guess that's a lie. He has March Hare, but like, what does that do at this point? And then he passes, so okay. Kind of poorly played here. So we see MTP and GWC banish along with the Dormouse and the Chessy Cat. So I guess he has TB11 set. That's kind of strange because the MTP gives you an interruption when you search, but sure. Okay, so we are going to see Israel start his turn by activating Maliss and Underground, and this has to resolve, I believe, because I don't see another Maliss name in his hand. Now, on the activation of the Underground, Daniel is going to go ahead and activate MTP07. So, does he play multiple, or did I maybe see the banish wrong? We'll find out here, probably. So, he's going to search for a Maliss monster, and then on resolution, banish the Underground. Now, Israel setting looks like to be a copy of GWC, another card, and then activates the Allure. Okay, it looks like Daniel has 2 Drolls, so let's see what this gets him. No Darks, so we're going to see Israel scoop him up, and both players now setting for game number 2. So both players now drawing their 5 post side, and we see Israel with a Lancea in hand, and we see Sphere Mode and Harpies in Daniel's hand along with Dormouse. Looks like Wizard at Ignister, but on here we're going to see Israel draw 2 and banish the Chessy Cat off Allure. Now Chessy Cat is going to trigger to banish another copy of Chessy Cat. Now he has White Binder, or White Rabbit, so White Rabbit is going to summon to set probably MTP or GWC. GWC here. So next up, we are going to see him probably make a wizard. Let's see what he plans to do. Ends up going for Wicked. Wicked is going to probably trigger off a March Hare? No, the Wizard at Ignister. Okay. So, yeah, you would want to special summon the Chessy Cat because the Wizard can banish the Dormouse and get another body. This plays a little bit into Nib, admittedly, but if he has an extender, he probably will be fine. So now he's going to search back up. And now we're going to see him link 3, probably into the Red Ransom. Red Ransom is now going to activate its effect to search for a copy of Underground. Yeah. And then Underground will be used to either special summon Dormouse or maybe banish the Mirror, but he is going to summon the Dormouse. Dormouse effect is now going to trigger to banish the March Hare, and then March Hare will be added back to hand by paying 300. So from here, he is going to link 2 into a potential Splash Mage. Now Splash Mage is going to reborn one of those monsters and now make a White Binder. So I think he's going to go for the Allied Code Talker because I've seen a lot of other builds play the Topologic Bomber Dragon, but I do believe the Allied Code Talker is the most popular combo to go to. So he pays 300, summons Chessy Cat by banishing the White Binder, and now he's going to summon back by paying 9 and getting a draw. Also gaining life points potentially from the GWC. White Binder is now going to reset the GWC, and it looks like he doesn't have MTP in rotation, probably doesn't need it. Now we're going to see a Cryptor. We do. So from here, what more can you go for? He does have the March Hare, which can banish the Red Ransom, and this can lead him towards the Allied Code Talker play, or potentially Firewall then Allied Code Talker. So let's see what happens here. Oh, he also has the backup at Ignister that he hasn't used. Now, oh, thank you. So Israel is going for the Lingaribo, and the Lingaribo is super important. You could make an argument that he could have made it earlier, but you always want it in rotation at least. This is also really good for any subsequent trap activations from your opponent, maybe impulses, maybe some of the Maliss traps. So now he's going to go ahead and, yeah, just go straight for the Link 5, it looks like. Yep, Allied Code Talker, and Allied Code Talker is going to go ahead and summon out the Binder plus the Red Ransom. So we are going to see Israel get Sphere moded, but I don't think it's going to matter because the monsters aren't too impactful. Like, they are, but the traps and the interaction that they'll get in Grave with the March Hare and the Banish is really what is important. So let's see how he plays this out. Thing is, though, Daniel does have Harpies, so we're going to see Sphere Mode summoned by tributing everything below Allied Talker. And Allied Talker cannot negate anything here, so GWC will be chained to the Harpies activation. You probably summon... Okay, so he's going to summon the White Rabbit. I was going to say maybe Red Ransom, but he is going to instead summon the White Rabbit, set the MTP, so he does play it. And he can always get his Cryptor later on. Chooses to activate March Hare now, though, which is going to banish the White Binder. And then White Binder will pay 9, summon back, and give him a draw. Did he cut extra for himself? Anyways. The banish of March Hare and Cryptor and the Harpies is going to occur. So now he has a negate again with the Allied Code, as well as a banish from the Cryptor. And he has the banish off the MTP. He also has Impulse in hand. Looks like a Book of Eclipse. Lancea. Yeah, no, I think Israel still wins here. So we're going to... Whoa, this does not banish for cost. But it looks like Israel's going to let it go on the summon of the... attempted summon of Dormouse. He's going to negate. Now he's going to make Lingaribo. Okay. Israel's going to activate MTP on summon. Lingaribo is not going to activate its effect, and you know, realistically he has the Wizard at Ignister, but if he tributes and negates the activation, then he also still does not have a Lingaribo. So here you can see why board breakers are not always the best against Maliss. It's really important that you see something like Lancea in order to stop them. So, or the Mulchummies, right? The Mulchummies at least give you draws for further, like, you know, pushes, but yeah, we just didn't see enough. So we'll be back in game number 3. Now, both players finish sighting and are going to game number 3. We see both players drawing their 5, and we don't see Lancea from Israel. We see Imperm, Ash, Talons, March Hare, Harpies, and on the opposite side, we see Daniel bricking. Whoa, what is that card? It looks like a hero card. I'm not going to invest time looking into it because I'm not going to ever see that card in tournament. So Maliss in Underground will be activated as the first play to banish the Dormouse. Dormouse is going to pay 3 to summon, and then on the Dormouse activation he will Imperm. No cross-out activation here though. He does have TB11 though, so he can technically continue his plays, but what all does it do? Well, On the activation of TB11, Ash Blossom will be chained. Still choosing to not. Okay, so he is going to chain the cross out. So this is going to banish Ash. So TB11 is going to resolve here. So probably getting him the rabbit. Because Chessy Cat isn't going to do much for you here. And rabbit at least can be 2 bodies, if not 3, with the MTP. It could also, I guess, technically be 3 bodies with the GWC, but you'll have to go Splash Mage and then pray. But instead, he goes for Chessy Cat. So I think he's going to bank on this allure here to get him somewhere. So, cut, please shuffle his deck. Yeah, thank you. Alright, we see 2 draws. We see Dotscaper and Imperm, so they get discarded. And Dotscaper, unfortunately, is an extender there. So, he lives to see another day, and he will make a Splash Mage, I'm assuming. Splash Mage now used to... okay, so I'm gonna move on from that really quick. Why did he do that? White Rabbit was the correct answer there, right? Like, I'm not tripping. So here we're gonna see the Red Ransom. Red Ransom is going to go ahead and grab the mirror. And I think that's it for his plays. I think he has just that and whatever he set, which I'm not entirely too sure what that card is. Hopefully I can read it here if he flips it up, but otherwise, I don't think I'll need to. Let's see, we can go on DB. Let's see what they have for something like this. So we see Israel's 6th draw being the Fualos. Always sucks to see that late. Now we're going to see a trap card. We're going to write hero because it looks like a hero card. It looked like Neos. We're going to see Harpy's Featherstorm be used. What is that card? If I find out, I will definitely put it on the screen, because I cannot for the life of me. It looks like it's like Neos or Birdman, right? No? Oh well, I'm not gonna pay too much mind. So, Red Ransom doesn't do anything alone, so if Israel has a play, and it looks like he does with the White Binder, or is that March Hare? Never mind, that is March Hare. So that's... Why is he cutting the deck? Okay, sure. So, can we see anything else? Well, he top decks the White Rabbit. White Rabbit is now going to set. It should be GWC here, I think. But he ends up doing MTP. Now he's going to change Fualos on Resolution. So I don't think if you're Daniel, you care about this. I think you just go for either an access code play or a Cryptor play here, because you can definitely do this under 5 summons to potentially avoid a Nibiru. So here we're going to see MTP search the March Hare, pay 9 to special summon the Red Ransom from the banish zone. Red Ransom on summon to banish something, and he can also search, so does he choose to use both effects? Okay, so we see him banish Dormouse, and it looks like he's not going to search off of the Red Ransom, so that is a misplay. When you summon it like that on a different turn, you can search, I believe. So, now here we see Dormouse special summoning out, banishing Chessy Cat and then Chessy Cat summoning. And they all gain a boost of 600. I don't think this is game. I think you need to go harder. Please, go harder. Like, you have game here. You just go, you know, make Cryptor, right? And then March Hare can summon the... not March Hare, but March Hare can banish Cryptor on field in order to deal 25. Or, I'm sorry, 5k. But it doesn't matter. 6 seventh, I would say, draw is going to be the Dormouse, and unfortunately, that's all he needed to win, but he didn't have it. So, GG's to Daniel. We will see Israel take a loss here in the mirror match, and we will be right back to round number 4.